Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. I hope you enjoyed my super rad t-shirt ad. I made it in about 10 minutes, and I'm very proud of what I managed to accomplish as I adjust my camera here. But before we dive into the story, and while I'm messing around with the webcam, let's go ahead and go around this table and introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas. I will be your GM for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My pronouns are he, they, and I play Weary, pronouns they, them. Weary is a tiefling artificer, immortal head crab monster that has recently regained their body and their husband. So I don't have to, I'm not going to play two characters anymore. I relinquish my character's husband trust back to Lucas's capable hands. And I'm proud of Lucas too for the commercial. That's my announcement.
I like it. Meg.
Hey, I'm Meg. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing our favorite socially awkward goblin druid who we're just here. Shit's going down and we're yelling timber, I guess. And their pronouns are they, them as well.
And Jess.
Hi there, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the Automata Rogue. Their pronouns are they, he. And we have a lot to do. We gotta save the world, y'all, or at least try. Ooh. Can we blow it up? Is that an option? I mean, yes, but no.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and I am TK37. I am Darkblade. I am the combination TK37 Darkblade. And talk about. She's a telekinetic goblin super soldier / sword. Yeah, we're all girls.
And Jason, whose nameplate is messed up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm Jess apparently.
I don't know why that happened.
I just want to say first, the only way Eve could have made that better was accidentally saying I am a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
It was right in my brain.
Anyways, I'm Jason. I'm playing Kratoqs, the simply superb Plumerian bard. Currently ×2. As in there's two of him.
All right, before we dive in all this, just some quick stuff to get out of the way. We have our beautiful, spooky sounds coming to you from Sirenscape. If you want to have amazing sound effects at your table and impress everyone and tell them it's all just sounds you're making with your mouth, you have like a ventriloquist thing going on, and just freak everyone out, head on over to Sirenscape. Actually, you know what? Don't even tell them. Don't tell them, and just leave on that one sound of that guy screaming about the price of pigs, and every so often it'll play, and just pretend you can't hear it. See what happens. Enjoy your games. Also, speaking of games, what? That's right. We're talking about Roll20. We're ambassadors of Roll20. Roll20 was very, very confident and bold in its decision and said, I need the ballad crew to represent. So here we are. We're bringing you stories where you meet God, where we have people blowing up pretty much every second episode, and we have flesh brotherhoods. So yes, we are sponsored by Roll20. Head on over there for your awesome online games. They have all sorts of stuff there that you could just buy. It's all set up for you. You don't want to do all the setup for your games. That sucks. That's the worst part of D&D and all TTRPGs. Let them do it for you. And then just play online with your friends. So check it out, Roll20. Okay, so last session, some stuff happened. You all went upstairs and saw a bunch of Roombas that were moving around with a bunch of tubes and people floating inside them. Just a bunch of Tiffany's that were really close to the real thing. And so you were going through there, it was real creepy, and you saw there's gigantic Tiffany's moving around. Talking to the Roombas, it turns out they lost all of their time because they spent too long in the void. What does that mean? You went to another room to try to find Weary's body, and you had seen that one of the Roombas was open, and it was this little fleshy blob with like fingers sticking out, 2 eyes, big mouth, and some blonde hair on it. kept giggling and telling you that that you were all supposed to be scheduled for death, but randos don't like dying. So you all just told them, not doing that. You helped move the hair out of their eyes. So kind. And then Glyph learned about how they were researching Yig, and then had a little snake appear in them with a person's face, and it told you that TK was going to die and your arm's going to be your fault. So you crushed it and threw it onto the ground, stomping on it, went on over, and you looked into a room, and whoa, there's a lot of weary pieces. But don't worry, Trust grabbed the good one and hauled it off and then an explosion happened. Meanwhile, down below in the basement where there's flint everywhere, TK was messed up and laying in a ground of blood. Then suddenly, we're in the classic tube room with the little goblin scientist, and they kept calling TK Tiffany and their child, and they're going to look after them, and then they were mad that they stole TK away from them and put them into that broken body. TK, meanwhile, spit blood and stuff on them and told them to go fuck themselves probably like 30 times. So then we go back. Darkblade's bringing back TK, and Weary manages to do some sweet magic surgery. Everything's all good. You all met up down in the basement. Reunions were had. Snuggles, cuddles, and kisses. A dog was licking people's faces. And then, while you're all talking about, what the hell do we do now? We cut to outside where there was this just garbage airplane as it was going through, smoking, and they saw that there was a hangar door at the bottom of this castle, and Twilio was far too intoxicated to land in the courtyard, Kratoq, so he went into the hangar and forgot to also put down landing gear, and just sparks flying everywhere and went down, and suddenly there was 2 Kratoqs. But that's not where we're starting this. No siree, Bob! We're off into space, flying past stars, and we come across this giant space needle, this station, this research station. Where are we? We are at the main headquarters of the Nostradamus Corporation, the corporation that cares. We enter in through one of the little windows that's looking out into space towards the very, very distant Nyarlathotep, and entering into a meeting room. We see that there is a woman who is drumming her fingers on a desk, looking down at a data pad. She looks quite a bit older, maybe late 50s, early 60s, as she's typing a few things into it. And we see on this data pad, there is an image of Nyarlathotep spinning around, and information is flying across there. A lot of false information that she's stroking and just cutting it off. Nope, we don't have that. No, turns out there's actually civilizations that are working. Nope, the automata just have been disconnected from us for some time. Going through all this, all the lies that St. Bernard Busybody told them. Stepping into the room, another woman comes in. We recognize this as the employee that the randos were speaking to prior. She salutes and goes and sits down in one of the chairs across from this older woman. The younger woman hands over a data pad. She's looking at it. So, there's a level 4 catastrophe about to happen on the planet's surface. And you're letting a group known as the Randos with severe brain trauma take care of this? The younger woman is sits up a little stiff. Well, I figured might as well let them. And they have the Darkblade. So there's a chance. And if they mess up, we'll just follow protocol. The older woman's nodding her head. And what is the protocol for a level 4? And Fisk, she looks uncomfortable. We are going to have to shoot an ion cannon at the region. It'll most likely sink a good portion of that continent. The older woman sets down the data pad. Randos, huh? Well, Let's hope they do better than the last Darkblade. And we go back to the planet. We spin through the clouds. We go past this giant machine that is flying above the continents of Loch Railta that is controlling the weather. That we had a wonderful audio drama, and check it out our Patreon. And we go over to North Harbor, this northern continent, and we go to this castle that is flying in the sky. Inside the castle, down to the basement, where there is tons of gore and a bunch of you randos standing there looking at from one Kratoq to another.
Real quick, I would just like to point out, only one of us has severe brain trauma. Okay?
Yeah, but
everybody else just has a little bit of
TK
brain
was
trauma.
the one who stated it, but that's just what they wrote in the report.
We all have trauma at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm talking specifically brain trauma. Anyways, 2 Kratoqs.
2 Kratoqs.
My brain trauma's acting up.
So this is the Kratoq standing with Twilio. How did you all get here so fast?
TK
didn't
is just
expect to
looking
see you.
between okay, I think I got her way worse. I thought I was seeing two Kratoqs. I'm seeing them as well.
There are decidedly 2 Kratoq prism wings.
Oh. No.
Bubbles is not happy.
Yeah,
Bubbles is
I'm
confused.
I'm not pleased.
Twilio opens the door to this like weird little aircraft, and like all these bottles are falling out, some of them shattering on the ground. Greetings, randos, or whatever have you. I am Twilio, and I'm taking some of this blood gold on the ground. Just keep talking.
Twilio.
Oh.
As
Yeah,
in,
don't mind him. He doesn't hold his liquor as well as I do.
Which Kratoq said that?
The one standing with Twilio.
Oh god. I look over to our Kratoq.
I'm as confused as you all are. I have no idea what this is.
Well, you didn't plan this? This is like...
Nope.
Okay, I don't like this one bit.
Oh.
Just see me over there, but it's not me.
TK pulls out a dark blade and it turns into a gun. And just
I
which one do I shoot? Which one do I shoot?
The Kratoq with Twilio puts up his hands. Whoa. There's a rational explanation. If you need it, I'll give it to you. I just thought we could have a friendly conversation first.
From the castle.
Okay, I'm listening.
Oh, Weary's still in Trust's arms. Like, Weary has not gotten down. I have to get the blood flowing to my whole body, so I can't move yet.
Being princess carried the whole
Yeah,
time.
I'm just being princess carried by my husband.
So I want
Sky,
you to
don't
look
break
at the
pride
Kratoq
into
standing
life.
beside you and tell me if you notice anything different from what you're used to.
Oh, this isn't going to be like a test of our friendship, is it? I look
you-
over. Yeah.
You look at Kratoq, he's wearing like his sort of red suit with the blue shirt. I might have that backwards. I don't remember what I said exactly. He's got the glockenspiel strapped around him. He's got like his bag and everything and a cap.
Mm-hmm. Is he missing the hat? No, wait, no. You said cap at the end of that sentence.
Should
I
we
just don't have
roll?
basic comprehension.
Should we roll perception or something?
Yeah, like, do we roll vibes? What is that? There's a
Yeah.
vibe check.
Sure, I don't know what DC
Insight.
you want it to be.
I
Lucas,
played
but
Dungeons and Dragons for 8 years, and
I'll
I
give
know
them-
what checks are.
If it's something physical, I'd say perception. If it's like more mental or something like memory based, maybe insight.
Oh,
it's
that's
going to
the
be
one.
physical.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so then-
Okay, so I guess
then
perception. Let's give it a
Beats
shot.
that. I got an 11.
I got a 13. But I'm gonna give myself a flash of genius
Okay.
to bump that up to an 18.
I got 16.
Okay. You notice that Kratoq's missing at least one of his instruments. The one standing with you. Specifically, you don't see him carrying a lute.
Oh, I bet that was like a special loot. I don't remember what all of Kratoq's
That got
instruments do.
so many instruments. It's hard to keep track. And we're constantly getting blown up.
I mean, we do have a shopping montage every like 10 episodes, so I don't think anyone could be blamed for missing out on who has what items.
The ones you would definitely notice is there's no loot strapped to his back, and there's no panpipes around his neck.
Hey, Lucas, Weary's smarter than I am, ostensibly. Do I remember what the panpipes and the loot do?
I imagine you know he has them. He's used them. He's used his loot for a number of songs already.
Yeah,
I remember one of the first songs he wrote about the spider horses. He had his loot out.
That's true. I guess a smarter question is, Kratoq to Airplane Kratoq. Where do you diverge from our Kratoq? Like, where did the timeline split for you?
I think it's rather where the timeline split for the other Kratoq. I'll stop playing games.
I was gonna say,
Clear.
look over at TK. Like,
Yeah,
I think
TK's still
she's the
waving
one that's
the
being
gun around
coy.
while TK's she's her eyes look like how a Death Grips song sounds right now, and you can tell she is fucked up. She's at 1 HP. Her
Oh,
clothes
that's
are
awesome.
flawless, but the rest of her, she's just bleeding out of everywhere, and
Oh wow.
she does not look good or all there. She's been through a trial.
I retract my sword arm and I put my hand on your shoulder.
Which one?
TK's like,
TK's
"Ah."
shoulder.
Oh, TJ. Well, do you all remember back to the first time we met ST3V3?
Yeah.
It's Enchantland.
God, yeah. When we left Enchantland or in Enchantland.
Well, I picked up a certain trinket from him that led me make this Kratoq, and he motions to the one standing beside all of you.
Duplicator. Lucas, what the hell?
So there was an item. It was like when you just like shove your hand into the box and get a random weird thing. And like you were all getting like cool items. I think one of them was like something that like shot a bullet with insects in it, stuff like that.
Cool.
But Kratoq got one where as long as he put his blood into it, it will create a clone of Kratoq.
Oh my gosh! That was like a year
And he got
ago.
this a year ago. He's been
So
sitting on
long
it.
ago. And we all specifically said that's weird and unethical. We're not going to use it.
How
And
naive
then
we were,
the
right?
next
Like,
session, Kratoq used it. Like I remember you going like, well, I'm gonna put some of my blood into this, and like just like you're like messing around with something, and then Glyph ended up putting on the mask and becoming the giant Glyph monster.
Kratoq literally drank a potion to empty it to have a bottle to put some blood in, and no one thought twice about it. They're just like, oh, that's kind of weird. Just moved on.
Like, Jason,
I'm gonna have-
I am Dumpstat Whiz for a reason.
I'm gonna
For
have.
me and Alora, like, I'm sorry, we're stupid. We don't see that. I'm just over here like, how do I make dirt do the thing? Like,
Also, a lot happened that session later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
that's all
Trust
that's
move.
going on in a year.
I'm gonna have Trust move me over to the airplane Kratoq. And look him real close in the eyes. Does that mean you missed my wedding?
Nope, I was there.
What did I wear?
I don't remember what Weary was wearing, but
I don't know.
I'm sure.
It was like a
There's a
gold
picture actually.
dress. Yeah, there's a two can play it. Do you remember esoteric?
Kratoq describes that very accurately. Like as accurately as you would expect him to.
Okay, so you didn't miss my wedding. I was gonna slap you. Trust, you can move me back to a good semicircle position. Thank you.
Have the two of you
And
just been
I
like,
kiss Trust on the cheek as I
Well-
carry back.
I can just tell you when this happened, or if you want to guess, and it's kind of fun for me.
Oh no!
have you
no.
two just
This
been
is not-
swapping out
Fun for
like
us.
like a parent trap situation
Yeah,
or something?
is it like a parent trap situation?
You also have mommy and daddy issues?
I think no. Kratoq has very supportive parents.
Yeah,
Like,
Kratoq is
Kratoq's
is
parents, they're very
designated
nice.
mentally healthy in the party.
yeah, they're
My
all really
family's
proud
I
of
not
don't know my
Kratoq.
parents.
Kratoq's like the really successful child who went,
Yeah.
they went to
I-
school. Yeah.
I look to our Kratoq, who we'll designate as Glockenspiel, Kratoq.
Glockenstock.
Or
Kratoqenspiel.
Kratoqenspiel, that's good.
Or French horn Kratoq. Golden fiddle Kratoq. You have a lot of instruments.
It's like a bunch of Batman toys, like Arctic Thunder Batman.
Yeah, I just looked to our Kratoq and I'm like, have you two been switching places?
Not that I know of.
No. I thought I got us here quite quickly, but apparently you had a very faster flying machine than I did. How'd you get here?
Oh, we teleported from the city.
Twilio looks right over at Plain Kratoq. It fucking conveniently placed magic. I hate it.
I was planning to kind of scope the place out, give you guys kind of like a little bit of a break in the information gathering realm of things, and you beat me here. But really, we split off at that musical store in Plumeria. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, so you did go. Okay.
Oh.
And I have Trust to bring me over to the other Kratoq, and I slapped that one. You weren't at my wedding. How could you?
The clone.
I have memories of it.
It's not the same.
It is the same. Weary.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a lot right now, and I still can't
No.
move my legs.
That is fair. Oh, that means French horn Kratoq, you are, and this might not be accurate,
6 days old?
Give or
Mere
take. Yeah.
child.
Wait,
Yeah.
he does not have a French horn.
Oh no, it's lootless.
Yeah.
Kratoq is the one that we're looking at.
Yeah,
No
we're
loot.
talking.
Kratoqenspiel.
Yeah,
Both-
Kratoqenspiel.
Kratoq.
both loots. He's lootless in both ways, like loot and loot.
Yes.
Oh, because he
Oh,
doesn't think we have his
LOL.
magic items, but we haven't
Yeah.
worried about that
What?
because we didn't need to fight the big monster because TK killed the big monster in one hit. Oh wow, this is what did you find out with your information gathering mission?
Well, it was supposed to start like now.
There's a hole in the side of there that you can come in, and there's another ship. Do you want me to go get that ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait.
What?
You are Twilio Thistle Whistle.
Are you some kind of cop? You do have to tell me I'm nobility, damn it! And he picks up an empty bottle and throws it.
God.
I easily deflect it.
Oh, not at you, just like in general.
Oh.
Like a,
Diversion.
I think it may be worse if I sober him up, so I'll just let him be.
No, we know your sister, Twilia Thistle Whistle.
she sent me a letter.
She was like the one person that was cool with us when we left that city.
Was because she left.
And then I saw the newspaper. And then Kratoq told me everything.
Yes, our exit from Plumeria was not as elegant as we had planned for it to be.
We planned?
Ooh.
Not for that exit, I don't think. That one was one of our many no-plan nights. If you play the tape back.
I'll go get the ship ready. I'm
Thanks,
very good
Twilio.
at what I do. And they go and when a drunk person tries to act sober and like they're trying to walk and it's very obvious, it's very robotic. That's what they're doing, except it's a bird.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's even funnier.
Yeah.
Slipping on blood and gold. Whoa.
Whoa.
Do we just have Kratoqs now?
Well, I have an idea, says Plain Kratoq, the one that recently crash landed.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I think
It's-
two
yeah.
Kratoqs is
Yeah,
cool.
two
I like
Kratoqs, it's not bad.
Kratoq.
Yes.
Yeah. I like Kratoq Classic a little more.
I like new Kratoq. I hope new Kratoq
I think that's our
never
fun. That's
goes
our new.
away.
That's our new.
Crystal Kratoq.
Yeah. It's our new.
You all
Blue
are creating
Kratoq.
You're
Yeah.
creating a real ethical conundrum for me right now because New Kratoq has business back in Plumeria.
This way you get to do
Oh.
adventure and also be a politician at the same time.
Yeah, to hopefully explain why TK went on a murder spree.
Oh, that's
Wait.
amazing.
I don't
This-
know how you'll explain that one, but someday.
This could
actually.
actually.
Soul magics.
This would be up to. I don't want to call him New Kratoq. He has the same memories as you.
Well, Kratoqenspiel.
Okay. Kratoqenspiel.
Improved Kratoq.
Punished Venom Kratoq.
Maximum savagery.
I like this Kratoq more.
Liquid Kratoq.
Plumeria did have resources. They were willing to help us with essentially cavalry. I'm sure they have changed their opinions at this time, but one of you may be able to smooth over the situation.
And
Though-
that's precisely where I was kind of coming from. Kratoqenspiel, as we're calling you now, this feels very weird because you are me. I am you. But you've only got a year to live. As Kratoq puts a hand on his shoulder, walks up and puts a hand on his shoulder. Your time's limited. And it sounds kind of harsh, but that makes you the perfect candidate to go deal with whatever repercussions there are back home. And Kratoqenspiel is like beak wide open. But these are my friends. I can't leave them. Real Kratoq. But you must. It's the only way to fix the mess that was created. You remember all that, don't you? Kratoqenspiel is very, very teary-eyed at this moment. The randos can help sway things either way. I don't want to make a hard and fast decision here, so... Does anyone want to say anything?
Oh.
TK opens up her arms. She's still kind of stumbling around. Just once again, just bleed everywhere. She opens up her arms and she's just like, "Bring it in, buddy."
He hugs TK back.
TK, Eve, do you want to be healed? Because I can.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of mostly immobile. You're gonna have to throw some dirt on that one.
Since both Kratoqs are closer to each other, I kind of lean in and I'm like, this is up to you two to decide. But having 2 Kratoq Prism Wings against the Cult of True Chaos would be a sight to see. But we did cause a lot of trouble in the area on accident.
I was possessed.
Yes.
I think something to consider, and this is real Kratoq talking, is that Twilio, upon bringing me in, so to speak, probably will gain a good bit of notoriety and possibly be of more assistance.
Oh, Twilio did say he has a terrible reputation at the moment.
But we can fix it if you're delivering what I can assume is we're like the most notorious terrorists all of Plumeria has ever known.
At
So
the very
bring it in
least,
one.
at the very least, if my persona, so to speak, takes the fall for things, it does help matters a lot.
At the moment, Plumeria is under the assumption that Kratoq is kidnapped
Oh,
because it makes
okay.
it better. Because when you're a hero, is
Yeah.
also a mass murdering terrorist, doesn't sit well with the common folk.
Yeah.
And Kratoq Prime would know that because Twilio has the newspaper.
Yeah,
So
you got a newspaper.
No.
It's like if you find
Understanding.
out. No, I'm not going to go into a deep cut Andalite reference. I'm good.
Oh, and it would make us look so good if we returned our hostage.
Yes.
Mhm.
Or if he escaped.
Oh yeah, if he
us.
escaped.
And murdered us.
Oh yeah, you could just say we were killed.
We just tell them that we blew ourselves up. We blow ourselves up all the
I
time.
was gonna say you wouldn't
pretty
be
believable.
incorrect or lying if you said we exploded.
But then we wouldn't
TK
give you
did
reason.
explode.
Then we. Oh well.
Well, the cult of True Chaos will exist even if we're dead. So
Well-
if Kratoq can bring an army in,
Yes, we do still know where they are congregating at the moment.
yes, the big fuck off tree, as it's called.
So, I gesture to Kratokenspiel, the illustrious Baron Kratoq Prismwing escapes and defeats his captors, returns triumphant, and rallies forces against the cult of True Chaos. What a story.
And then if they see us, it's just like, we're just a different group of randos. Totally random people.
Yeah, we've all changed appearances considerably since our last act of terrorism.
Yeah, I totally don't have a distinctive style.
Well, I
I
think
will
I still have my pirate costume.
Yeah, I have the fisherman's outfit. We could switch to our worst looks.
I'm
in order
pretty sure
for a
those
final
absolutely
battle.
vaporized multiple times.
Oh,
when
yeah,
they
we
were
our
don't-
blown
costumes
up.
are destroyed.
Those were greenest explosion.
Oh no, we lost all our costumes in the war.
Oh, my cosplay.
We lost our cosplays.
TK snaps her fingers and she's in a black Victorian child's outfit.
You can just change it. Man, Darkblade is neat. You just create
I still got
clothes
mine.
with magic, yeah.
I noticed that though, and you do still have the wallet chain.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
There's
Glyph
like it's
kind
probably
of-
like spiked like wrist cuffs.
Yeah, instead of lace, it's just spikes.
It's an Addams Family look for sure.
But Glyph's like, there's no wallet attached to your wallet chain. That's fine. We'll deal with that later.
This is one hell of a tangent.
Yeah, no, we really gotta
Anyway,
refocus.
back to
it.
the clone
back
taking
on
the crime
subject.
bubbles.
Responding to what you said,
TK costs
Kratoq
us
and
some
Spiel.
blood.
Responding to that bit of a plan, Kratokenspiel says, the only hole I see that you're right about is you have to kind of change your identities. You know, if they found out that I lied, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go over smoothly. But if you all commit to that, I think it could just work.
Or just say we died in a way that might have an ambiguous ending. We could have exploded. You
So I
could have
won't-
exploded us.
But I'm not sure that I exploded you.
But what if you did?
How's that ambiguous?
We've survived several explosions when we should have definitely been dead.
That's true. I could use that. I think. I think you've solved the issue, Glyph. That's all I need to say. That's brilliant.
Tell them the nefarious Weary, and I point to Weary who's still in.
By all
Weary
means.
built a bomb, and you used it against us.
Like jumping out of a tall building as it exploded behind you.
Yes,
And
It's like
everyone would be
really embellished.
Oh, well, we
Why
gotta
not?
do a play about this.
I
they'll
feel
write
like
opera.
international explosives espionage really does define who I am as a Plumerian.
Tell them all that we died hard.
Was it on Christmas?
I'll say it
Yeah,
softly.
yeah. Santa Claus could be there or whatever.
You're creative, Kratoq. You can embellish this to make it believable, and everyone will be so happy you're returned. They will
Oh, there's
eat the story right up.
there's a room full of corpse parts of me that I'm sure traumatized my husband. If you want to take some with you and be like, here, I got him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, wait, there's no heads. I was gonna say it'd be real cool to just like kick open the front door and toss down the head in front of the queen, but
There are Tiffany heads.
I
that is
think-
true. There's a lot. They don't really look too much like me, though.
Just gotta bleach them and sew up a bit of parts and.
Just hang them outside of the airplane, and the wind will
Skin
dry
'em.
them out.
Skin them.
I think
Rip off all the skin. Tear out an eye.
we can do without the gore. I will just tell them as though it is the God's given truth, and I think it will be fine.
Which
Oh.
God gave you the truth again?
Choose
God's-
whichever permutation you wish.
Barkashka.
Sure.
Oh, didn't you have a deal with him?
Yeah, but fucking Brightblade keeps beating me to all the fucking dead demigods.
Oh, where's Kyle?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kyle.
I need to remove his immortality.
You
as
turn
part of my
around
deal
and
with the
Kyle
god.
has like crown on, like a bunch of jewels, everything on them as they're like standing in front of this tall, not cursed mirror.
What'd you say that?
What do you mean? It's not a cursed mirror.
Weary.
Ask a lot of questions about this
Weary.
mirror that's answered by the sign next to the mirror saying that it's
cursed.
not a cursed mirror.
Not cursed, will not kill you when you look in it.
Okay, sure. I turn over to
DK looks
Glyph.
in it.
Weary,
Yeah.
did Kyle trick you and cause you to be kidnapped?
No, I saw oh god, what was his name? I saw Eyeball Monster Man kind of create a portal to steal Kyle, and I tried to pull Kyle with my own competing magical formulas, and I lost.
Why is
which,
that
not a
weird? Is it
fan.
because we're best friends?
I also, as part of my tool to escape, I did have to admit and qualify Kyle as a friend.
Weird,
Best
I've died
friend.
like 3 times looking in this mirror. I'm fairly certain it's cursed, but I
God,
just
I'm really
can't
worried that I'm
stop.
condemning him to death if I take his immortality.
Ooh,
No, he. Okay, he can return to Plumeria, and he will be a international diplomat, also kidnapped by the randos. Successfully
Kyle
returned
is
to
wanted.
start his
is
new
wanted.
empire.
I'm wanted in the
Plumeria.
foundry
Yeah,
of
Kyle
steel.
is a wanted
His mom
criminal.
is going to get them.
It's gonna be
Like, that's
extradited.
bad. Let's not do that.
You do understand that if you do take his immortality, no matter what, you are literally condemning him to death. That's kind of the point. Like,
Yeah,
no,
but I have to.
no matter what, he's going to die at
I
some
have
point.
to.
Yes, Kyle
that
Like,
was
even
part
if
of the
he
deal.
doesn't kill himself in 3 seconds.
Oh, look in
Right.
the mirror. Oh,
God, stop looking in the heart attack mirror, Kyle.
but I'm in there. How can I not look?
But he needs to
Very
not come with us.
easily.
All
Or is
right.
it
To
gonna,
go
like,
away.
baseball bat?
All right,
No,
Kyle.
stop, just you're hitting him.
Kyle.
I'm gonna baseball bat the mirror.
Oh, Kyle.
Oh yeah, just
No, I
knock
might
Kyle
actually
off the
because
castle
I'm
and we'll
sorry.
pick
It
him
was
up later.
Laura and Kyle first.
So you shatter the mirror and Kyle like, I understand why you did that, Laura. I understand. As they look down at like a shard, just of them. So what are
Okay.
we kicking Glyph out of the friend group? Is that what we're all down for?
No, Kyle, I need to send you away somewhere.
Oh, I
so that
like
you
Oh
Don't
wow,
ask.
this is just like my mother.
No, it's just so that you can not walk into any cursed objects or mirrors.
Okay.
So I can.
I turned the volume down real low where only Weary can hear me, and I'm like, just one. Can I just
No,
Just
it won't make a difference.
he won't feel
It
it.
does feel good.
Fine.
I'll
Turn the
go
volume
to
back up.
Really
Cabelia because everyone just bakes and cooks there. And I'll just
okay.
have a super sweet time just eating and eating and eating.
I
That
thought they
sounds
had
nice.
hunting,
And then I
camping,
can
and
come
fishing
by
for
when I'm
toys.
done saving the world, and I can remove your immortality, and you can live a nice, comfortable life with lots of money.
Should we not remove it first before we set him free?
Let me just ask Let me just ask Death God if it's cool if I put a rain check on it, and I gesture at the air.
No.
You don't get an answer.
Yeah,
You don't feel anything. You feel neither like a no or a yes. I think they're very much leaving in your hands. They're death. They have all the time.
Oh yeah, then we can just do it later.
Yes.
I'm immortal too. I'll always find him.
Most of us are sort of also immortal, except Kratoq, who's super not immortal. I
No.
point at Kratoq and Spiel.
Alora, you
Alora's
can't
not
die of old
immortal.
age.
Oh right.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Laura's probably going to become a god at some
Yeah,
point.
Alora,
Yeah.
you started more immortal than the rest of us.
I
Not
think you were the
quite,
first
I still
one.
died. Okay, first of all, I have
That's
still
true.
died.
TK
That's
was
true.
You are
born with
ageless.
cancer.
So, yeah.
I am ageless. I am perpetually stuck looking like I'm 22. It's fine. But
Nice.
Oh no.
right,
I
right, okay, but
Now that you all mention this, I've been thinking. You're all like godhood adjacent, kind of. You guys got to work on managing stress because I feel like I'm happier than most of you.
that's because you've already completed your purpose in life, Kratoq. The rest of us are still trying to figure that the fuck out.
Yeah, but if you're that powerful, your purpose is going to be eternal, of course.
That's
Right?
not a
Oh,
purpose. That's my
jeez.
lifespan.
That sounds miserable.
My
What am
purpose.
I doing with the eternal life? That's the thing, Kratoq. That's the difference.
You do everything.
Not really.
I do.
Nobody asked you, Kyle. Like, you are
So
the
can
only
we drop-
you are the most accomplished person here.
That's true. Can we actually? I discovered immortality. I
Uh,
think that's pretty up there.
Me and Glyph have killed multiple gods.
So many.
Yeah, no, that's
numerous.
pretty up there too. Alora, you became a Thunderbird. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, once.
I mean, I don't know if you can't do it again or not. I don't know how that works.
I can't. I've tried.
You did turn into a branch of the
Yeah,
God-
you
the
became
world
like
tree
a
as well.
super tree. I'm just saying, don't cut yourself short. We're doing great.
my point. Weird. Oh, Kyle, do not say a word.
Word.
Just immediately turns back into a blade.
Yeah, can we drop off Kyle on the way to the tree, and then I'll just pick him up later and perform the immortality removal surgery?
But what if we need the goodwill of the death god in
I'm pretty sure you
So-
shot that in the foot by dying twice and not
Yeah,
dying.
no. Weirdly enough, Kyle has a point.
Anyway, Death God hates my guts. I see them all the time.
Wait a minute. Did I kind of make up?
Every
You
time
think
I
made
die,
up
I
for
see
that by
them.
like killing myself once.
Doesn't that make you like a really devout believer, Kyle?
Only if I respect them. I don't respect death. Can't touch this. Oh wait, they will though. Nah. I see no consequences from these actions.
Oh man, I wish I was born that rich sometimes.
on the one hand, Kyle is awful and should leave. On the other hand, if we Cliff just kind of glitches for a second.
Because you have to agree to keep Kyle around.
Yeah.
We don't have to. He said
If-
he was comfortable baking or whatever.
If we
Just eating
remove
food,
his
yeah.
immortality, would there be a use for it? We were going to use it to heal TK, but she's looking better.
Well,
I think so, except for the.
If I
Alternative.
die, I turn into a sword.
Alternatively immortal.
You know what? I'll just hold on to it and be double immortal until I. Oh wait! And I look over at Trust. Only if you're cool with it, though. I don't
You
want to
see,
force
you
you.
see, Trust is trying on a crown. Kyle's like,
Put that down.
look at this one. It's like, "Whoa."
Trust, put that down, please.
It's not cursed. It says.
Oh, yeah, but I don't believe most of the things here. If I were to offer you immortality as like a vow renewal thing, maybe later on down the line, you don't have to say yes.
If it's a mushroom, you can just like
Well,
plant it in some dirt.
You gave Trust kind of like just a simple Southern lawyer kind of voice, didn't you?
Yeah,
Little southern
it
accent.
was a light southern to it. Yes.
I'll have to think on that, Weary, now that I've entered this new phase of my life.
All right. Well, no pressure. I know we're newlyweds. I don't want to, but I'll
Trust.
hold on to the immortality until I find you.
I'm not
Like
gonna
I
keep
said,
that
just
voice going.
put in some dirt and like occasionally put some like
Yeah.
dead things in the dirt, and it should be fine.
I'm sure with the lawyer's help we can.
If
get
it's a
it going.
mushroom, I don't know if it's a mushroom.
You're good at dirt.
This is
Look
like-
over at Laura.
So this is like,
Yay,
A
my
lot?
legacy.
and we're focused on the world right now. Can we do?
Right. Let's deal with the world ending and let's drop off Kyle to enjoy baked treats.
Okay.
World ending. I have a plan, but I need ingredients. Hey, Lucas, how far are we from the Weary Gore room?
Oh, it's like a 5-minute jog. You're a robot. You don't breathe. You just run upstairs.
Why do I feel it's such a funny measure of distance? A 5-minute
Listen,
jog?
a normal person, you're like, hey, run up all those stairs, run across this really big room, then go through a bunch of hallways. A normal person like gets up the stairs and they're like, fuck, as they have to catch their breath. Glyph just keeps going.
Yeah, I'm good like that. But Glyph's, it's really awkward all of a sudden. Glyph's like, I have to get something from upstairs.
TK is like picking herself up off the ground because she decided to lay down again. She's like, "Hey, I'm coming." Just stumbling forward.
Laura's gonna just kind of like hold on to you real quick and just very, very strongly heal you. And just kind of like just Simba mark your forehead. And you'll
Dirt.
Yep. And you'll get healed for oh shit, math. It's 5d8 because I'm being nice.
I'm sure, hopefully, maybe we'll get some sleep.
You will.
Yeah, eventually. But that'll get you 33 points.
Oh, a fourth of my health.
Like a fourth of your health.
You know what? You're welcome, bitch. You can fucking walk now.
That wasn't you. That wasn't her.
No, I'm
for
not
just having-
complaining.
You're
I've
just flexing?
gone into boss fights
Right?
with less.
Okay. So, who's all rushing upstairs to go collect some ingredients?
I'm staying here.
TK wants
I'm
to
hanging out.
flip.
Okay.
Of course you do.
Both Kratoqs will go as like a final hanging out buddy moment.
Okay.
Wish I had a clone.
Kind of did.
Does TK say that?
No, Eve says that.
Okay, because
Everybody was just really concerned.
I think TK would hate her.
This entire castle full of Tiffany's is currently flying.
I had a
So
TK.
you four rush up.
I
Kratoq,
flipped
Kratoq,
it.
Glyph, and
I put TK on my shoulder. Like, I've got you on my back.
Okay. So you all
Yes.
rush on up, and when you make it upstairs, there are dead Tiffany's everywhere. It's like we're at the end of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Like there's a lot of dead, and you're looking all over. It looks like all the ones that were like walking around and everything, like talking and all that, have just fell over, and you're seeing like all the tubes are shattered, and like there's Tiffany's just lying on the ground dead, mostly formed, some only partially formed. All the little Roomba robots that were moving around, their tops have opened up, and they're all making strange sounds as you're coming near them.
Damn, Glyph, you fucked this place up.
Oh, did Jess
Good.
freeze?
Oh, yeah, just
She
froze.
looks really disappointed.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Twilio's at the ship going, "You're right," and then walks up to this very fancy but old and gunked up, half frozen ship and like kicks the door. It opens, falls down. Don't worry, Jess will be popping back in a second. And then walks into this ship, and it looks like hell inside. It is old. It has not been touched up. There is like some of the wall is alive, and they just sort of stumble over to the chair and start igniting the engines, turning it on, seeing if it'll work. Well, the ingredient searcher is gone. So, Trust, you're down there with Weary at the moment. As you were trying to have a moment to eat, you're sitting there like just looking around at all this devastation. Shattered mirror. There's Kyle, and you're there with Trust. It's kind of a crazy honeymoon, huh?
Yeah. I know I told you I was a monster, and I guess you got to see that.
I kind of had a picture in my head,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a lot more cutesy.
Oh, I thought it was going to be, but then I learned about it in a computer, and it said that it wasn't.
It's like a spider and a crab.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be really romantic, like you could like keep my head around in like a jar or something.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Like that was the romance part?
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like, you have to find me a new body. And,
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, this mushroom stuff's heavy. I
Yeah,
know.
you don't have to say it. It's just a possibility when I remove it from Kyle. And in all honesty, it might even be destroyed in the process of removal. So you might not even have to worry about it.
You know, they always think, like, what are you going to do when you retire? Kind of.
Hmm.
And I can never even get that far. Life
Yeah,
planning.
I'll
Oh.
be fully transparent. I chose to become immortal before I reconnected with you.
Yeah. No,
And if we
that's
get-
okay.
If we get to an age and I'm just saying it. I'm technically immortal, but if you squish my head very hard,
Hey, let's think something. Let's get to a. This is supposed to be like a honeymoon, and it got in weird Tiffany world.
yeah, a lot of corpses for a honeymoon. I'm sorry.
Let's go look at the ship that Drunk Bird was looking at.
Yeah, I want to magically sober him up, but I'm worried it'll make things worse.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No,
Mm.
I feel like that is a man on the edge.
Right, the minute that like sobriety hits, he'll die.
They were born rich and a noble, and I think they
Mm.
got cast out. So I don't know how those rich people really handle normal people life.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
that's bird problems. I'm done with bird problems. I don't want to go.
Yeah, we had a whole arc of bird problems. Let's go to the ship.
And so you're going, and Kyle's following along, just like picking up more and more like jewelry. It's actually starting to weigh him down a bit. And
I can't stop him. I can barely move.
he's dragging Alora,
Yeah.
and we go back upstairs. So this area is devastated. There is dead Tiffany's everywhere. All the test tubes and everything's shattered, lying out there. All the little Roomba robots have popped open, and their weird little fleshy bodies with just like the finger sticking out are there, making clicking and humming noises.
to repeat myself, TK looks around and says, "Damn, Glyph, you really fucked this place up."
I think this was possibly you. I think Flint's magic was keeping everything running. The masks are terrifyingly powerful, and they are the worst of you put on the outside. And everything that was good is trapped until it's dissolved. If there was goodness in Flint, I think it was long gone. And all he had was obsession. And I gesture to the tubes and the corpses. This wasn't love. Not anymore.
That was really beautiful, Glyph. You should try writing.
Yeah, damn. Honestly, like, that's pretty much what I told him, but, like, way less eloquently. And then I murdered him. Super hardcore. I murdered him so hard, I almost died. And then I talked to this thing, like, they kind of felt like talking to one of the demigods. So I talked to some of those, only it felt like sour and bad. And then I went to Tube World, and I talked to this doctor guy that's a total dick. And I think his name was Dr. Yee or Yig or something. I don't know. And so I bit a chunk of his hand out and I spit it in his face and called him an asshole. I think I threatened to kill him a bunch. I threatened to kill so many people that are so much more powerful than me. I don't give a fuck because I just keep doing that and I keep winning. And we're going to keep winning and we're going to win this. We're going to crush this Glyph. TK's getting real close to where Glyph's ear would be, even though she doesn't actually know where Glyph's ears actually
it's just
are.
like a circle plate.
It was like almost a Charlie Sheen moment.
I was gonna say, it almost seems like a drunk coach coming to. We're gonna fucking kill him and we're gonna fucking win.
We're gonna win Glyph and we're gonna crush him. And we're gonna fucking blow them all up. And we're gonna survive because these fucking dorks, they think they got their shit on lock. They don't got shit locked. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they unleashed with us. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We keep killing ourselves and it doesn't fucking stick. They can't kill us. We're immortal already, Glyph. We don't need immortality.
So while this is happening, Glyph, I imagine you're like picking up, like, here's a couple hearts as you're like going, and it's weird that one of the ingredients for the tubes was this juice wine. So you're going, you're just collecting things, like nodding at TK on your shoulders, and while you're walking around, one of the little Roombas bumps into your leg, and you look down at this horrid little thing as its little fingers are reaching up. Hello! You did it!
We did.
The void approaches! The daughter of Yig!
Yes.
I kind of
looked
crisis.
So when you were talking with Flint, we were up here. These little, I thought they were automata. They're not. They're full of skin. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Yeah, there's a lot of meat just jammed into stuff
so
whenever we
much.
get around to
Got
these
rid
guys.
of our time!
I think they have been trapped in this place too long. But they said they were doing research on, I don't want to say that word. When I said that word earlier, a snake popped out of my shoulder.
Gross. Did you kill it?
Yes.
Good.
I crushed it into paste after it
Hell
told
yeah.
me horrible truths about myself.
I know. Well, I won't ask for these horrible truths. You don't need to tell me your horrible truths.
They're saying you're... Because it's just me and Kratoqs and TK.
It just keeps like bumping you, this little Roomba thing.
Yes. What did you call TK?
The daughter of Yig! Hooray! A child approaches! We tried to grow you.
Well, you did a piss poor fucking job, and TK uses telekinesis, just like flips this fucking room over. It's upside down, so he can't do shit.
As you hear its death squeal.
No, no.
Oh.
She didn't even like flip it over hard. She just gently.
There's
tipped it over.
nothing there that would protect it. So if you flipped a Roomba onto it, it's just squished. It's dead.
I grab like a piece of like plastic tarp from a science experiment and just kind of throw that over that and step over it. Okay.
That was way more graphic than I expected.
Yes.
Yeah, come to think of it, the doctor guy was talking real fucking weird about that shit.
Did
So,
he tell you his name or anything? Did
no,
you
but
notice
he was
anything?
wearing it on his shirt like a fucking nerd.
Okay. I was under the impression that I don't want to say that name. I don't want another snake in my shoulder.
Oh, I'll give a fuck. Yeah. It's stuck in my ass.
How many snakes pop up?
Yeah, how many snakes?
Put me in a fucking tube.
None.
Fucking bitch ass.
Wow, we must need peanut brittle first or something.
That's weirdly niche to know, but okay.
God,
I was under the impression that this was another creature from the far realms, but maybe it is not.
I think he's just a fucking dick.
That,
It was just
yes.
one guy.
No, nobody puts me in a fucking tube.
No.
Nobody puts baby in a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Um,
gotta go win the dance competition.
Yeah, we do.
And the Roombas will be your backup dancers.
Okay.
Glyph doing the lift with TK.
Oh, yeah.
No, TK be lifting Glyph.
Struggling.
First of all, TK's very strong. Second of all, TK has brain power, so
Yeah.
she do like this
That's
cool,
true.
like just holding one hand up in the air while Cliff's like 3 feet
On one
above it.
finger and
So great.
Sick. It would look sick. There'd be so many just sparkles happening.
Yeah. I would like. Wait, y'all. You said Trust got all of Weir's equipment, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're good. So I think I just needed 3 hearts,
yeah, you just
and
pick up some gross
Is
hearts.
there anything else cool in here while TK's
yeah.
looking around?
There's a
Do I
lot of
see anything
like
cool?
ingredients for like the tubes. There is a lot of like just basic medical equipment, that kind of stuff. Shattered glass galore, and just these giant rotting Tiffany's.
Well, I'll roll a 19 on my perception. Does
You
anything
find
stand
more than
out?
one rotting Tiffany.
Oh, well, she hates all of those. Every so often, there's something like just like some piece of equipment just standing nearby them. She'll just like reach a hand out and make it fall over on the corpses.
just wrecking the joint while I'm gently picking up hearts. Well, that's 3. This will help us. This is going to help us greatly. I have a plan.
Good. Yes. Plans. Yes. Although don't plan too hard, because all these fuckers, they think they're chaos. They're not chaos. We're chaos. Their order. We're the fucking fly in the soup. They keep trying to scoop us, but we're just going through the strainer, baby. We're just going through right through the strainer. They can't get rid of this fly in the soup.
I feel like TK.
As they're like all the Roombas are like just running around.
I'm really digging all of TK's like unhinged coach rant.
Keeps flipping them over. Not aggressively. She's just flipping them
They're
over.
dying.
I
You're
I
flip.
look to the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I was saying each one that TK flips over, you're this like, just like tip it over, just crush it.
I turn to the true Kratoqs. Oh wow, that's hard to say. 2 Kratoqs, who've been with us. Part of my plan, whichever one of you decides to stay, though technically you're slightly fungible, we will need to throw a party. As strange as that sounds.
A party where?
Oh, I will. Wherever. That's not important.
I'm very confused.
I have the
Get
bag.
to the party. Is it a fancy people party or is it like a cool party?
No, this is a fun party.
Oh, this shit, yeah, pool party.
Can you?
I'm in a
say-
mood right now. I'll tell you what.
The severe
Are-
blood
Okay,
loss and
pat your
the
head.
trauma.
I
DK
think-
flips another Roomba. It's just like, tell Jaeger that he's a piece of shit.
I think Darkblade's also really been taking over TK lately. There's a lot of those little rants in there.
Darkblade isn't taking over me. I'm taking over Darkblade.
TK, it's okay either way. Darkblade's really cool.
Oh.
That blade was cool
Cooler.
all along.
You feel this choker form on your clothing.
Anyhow, can you say to like what end the party is for, Glyph? It sounds very random of
I'd
you.
rather not get ahead of myself. I do have the bag with like the hearts in it, and there's like goo on the bottom. I will explain back with the rest of the group. But it's going to work.
Okay, if it changes anything, Kratoqs and Spiel should probably be the one that goes back. Just for your information, that's probably what we're going to do.
Oh, yes, he deserves to live in great comfort and luxury. You already did that.
But so did he.
Yeah, that technically so.
Yes, you did. That's up to you. I love you both.
Is the past even real?
I
That's
feel.
bullshit, man.
I'll say that. I feel the giant file that says Nostradamus Corp information on it. That's probably like 1,000 years of memories just sitting in my brain that I have not touched. And I'm like, oh, yes, the past is very real.
You got a little TK devil on your shoulder, and this isn't the literal TK. It's an imaginary devil TK. It's just like delete the file, burn the past.
I knew that was going to be gold before you finished it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so we got the 3 hearts. We'll go back.
So you head on back, and no one's down there. You see like this smoking, slightly sparking contraption that Twilio brought in. And there is a further hallway like leading out where like Twilio and Kratoqs came from. But you don't see anyone down there at the moment.
Okay, friends?
One moment, Cliff. I got this. I've got brain powers. TK broadcasts her telepathy to say, "Hey, we're here." Although her telepathy only has a range of, I believe, 60 feet.
You don't. Yeah, you reach out and like no, nothing seems to be happening. You do hear the sound of like an engine turning on in the distance as we go into this ship. So this ship, it's fairly large. Think of it's kind of like an old bomber. It looks trashy. It has chunks of ice that are like on it that are slowly starting to melt now that shit's been turned on. There's like a part of the wall of the ship that you think may be alive. You're not entirely sure. Just compartmentalize that for later. But you know, it has like a number of seats in here. There is a large cargo area that's like set up with other seats like along the walls that you can sit in and clip in. But it looks very it's in disrepair for sure, but Twilio's getting it online and running, and in here is Weary, Trust, Alora, and Kyle. And probably the dog as well. There's Bubbles.
Well,
I always thought about getting a dog, because they said it's like your best friend, and I was like, I'm my best friend, but I kind of like this dog.
You're also a dog, kind of.
Kyle, you had 6 dogs.
What? When?
You had 6 dogs.
No, those were attack dogs. I just had those go and attack people working.
You did.
Those were called Attack Dog Tuesdays. What? Fun? Everyone was always running around, laughing, screaming. One of the two, 50% chance good times. The other 50% chance, it's just good exercise. They have free healthcare. They're
Man.
fine.
Do you know the worst part?
You were
having-
involved.
Oh, I'm gonna punch him.
Ow!
I'm gonna
Get his ass.
You were
I'm gonna
complicit.
sock him right in the face.
Yeah,
Ow! My most important feature.
TK looks at Kyle. It's just like, you just gotta take that, you little wimp, you little chicken shit. Fucking fight back.
Life was better when you were lying on the ground dying.
Oh my God.
The worst part of having worked for you is you never asked me to kill anyone. You're the best.
Why would I want
Of the
anyone to
Bywoods.
die? I need things to get done. That seems inefficient.
God.
Plus, they have families they're going home to, Glyph. I'm sorry, I'm not all about murder like all of you, but people have families, dreams, expectations of life outside of work.
I really don't like being moralized to by Kyle.
Kyle, I think you're the most morally ambiguous person that has ever existed.
Thank you.
And not even in the fun definition where it's just somebody who's hot that does crimes.
No, we're just
Like,
very
I literally
confused.
can't tell what your morals are.
My morals
Talking about
are
me, Glyph.
Kyle. So what does
I
Kyle
wish-
want? That's probably what everyone else wants.
It's like staring into
Maybe.
the abyss.
There's like a reflection from one of the windows, and he's just looking at himself.
But that's kind of almost tautological because Kyle could then will himself to always want good things or bad things.
Good
I
and
reached down
bad.
I pull Kyle up.
Oh,
Kyle,
don't hit me again.
I'm not gonna hit you again. That felt very good for me to do, but not for you to experience. I'm not gonna apologize.
Classic.
Kyle, you realize I remember when Lady Bywood brought you in from the child factory. She spoke very
Because
highly
I
of you.
was the best boy.
Stop, it's not called the child
I,
factory.
I was the best boy in the
Oh,
child
yeah.
factory, and that's why mother adopted me into the family.
She brought you in. She changed your name.
That I changed my name.
Yes.
You chose Kyle?
Yes, definitely. You should have seen what my mother picked out. Gross.
It was bad.
Man, everything I learned today has been horrible.
But I just think you don't realize the good you could do. You are very talented and skilled at what you do.
I do good
And I think-
all the time. I saved your goblin. I hung out and saved Weary. Pff, that's 2 so far. That's just in the last, 10 hours.
Yeah, technically he did save me.
I'm just saying, think of all the things you wanted to do that maybe Lady Bywood didn't let you do.
Having an entire building constructed to look like my face?
Sure.
I'll call it Kyle
If you're-
Land.
Oh.
It could be a
if you're doing
museum
that,
about
you're-
me. That's jobs for people. If you think about it, it's for the economy.
I'm standing there and I'm kind of looking down and I kind of mutter to TK and I'm like, I've lost track of what I was trying to do here.
I don't know. Do you want me to hit him in the face
I
with
feel
a
like that's
bottle?
most conversations with Kyle. It's just like a void that we lose our actual forward momentum.
He's pulling you in, and you're like, "No, I'm going in too deep."
The Church of Kyle.
It's like from that
Just-
Talladega Nights movie when he starts talking to his friend, and he starts asking nonchalant questions, and he just gets pulled in.
I just think you should be creative and create jobs and you know how people want to go home to their families and accomplish their dreams. You could help them do that.
I do. I pay standard living rates, not minimum wage. I don't accept overtime. I make sure that everyone goes home. You have holidays, free health care, we help out with education, grants, bursaries, you name it. We don't have you pay that back. What are you talking about, Glyph? You're the one running around killing people.
You did just say that you occasionally sick dogs on them.
They lived.
As an elected official, I have to say that's a platform you could run on.
Kyle,
Maybe-
Do not do that.
Kyle for mayor.
No. I turn around and it's that like angry anime eye gleam, and I'm like, Kratoq.
It's too late.
You gotta
too
encourage you gotta give credit where credit's due.
I
And
mean-
encourage the good things Kyle does.
I need pen and paper.
When we do our superlatives at the end of the campaign, I want Kyle to get Swindler of Progress.
I think Kyle, if Kyle was left to his own devices, he would end up like Onceler from the Lorax. That is what Kyle. He would find something, just run into the ground, and then be sad in a mansion that is named after him.
Oh my god.
I just do what you're gonna do. Maybe do not include the attack dogs.
No, I
And-
want a normal one, like the frog dog. Where'd you buy it?
No
You
idea.
just pilfered it.
No, it was Tiffany's dog,
Okay, the
but
other.
he seems to like me, so
That's cool.
Bubbles is
I
your
like-
dog.
I like Bubbles.
Hmm.
DK hugs Bubbles.
You've lost a lot of blood.
I lost a ton of blood. I fucked that dude up. Did you see that? That was awesome.
Oh, I did, kind of. I was like, I had a piece of rebar through my gut.
I thought that happened after I exploded, so he's just stabbing you 3-bar.
It's to keep me there. I kept wandering away.
Yeah, it checks out.
Hey,
Did you see me
quick
blow him
question.
up? When,
Yes,
when
sir?
I had all the dark blades come out and I was flying,
No, TK's got a thing going. I'll let her finish.
and he was about to like consume me, but I was like, no, I'm gonna blow you up. And I sacrificed myself for everybody, and it was
And then I
So
saved
cool.
your life with surgery.
I don't know about that.
Weary was there. Weary saw it.
I just blink. Yes, that technically also happened. Quick thing.
No, it was you did. Wait, hold up. No, you didn't do anything. You're stuck on rebar.
I summoned Disco Darkblade. It helped with the surgery from my life force that saved you.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Fucking technicality because you had hands.
I wanted to mention. Do we want to check on our very, very drunk chauffeur?
Huh?
Yes.
What? And he wakes up, looking at all of you. Well,
Isn't this castle supposed to slowly be plummeting towards the surface of the?
It's actually
world?
fading into the void. It says that on the
Oh,
little
we should
monitor here.
leave.
We should.
No, we should leave
This
because there's
baby-
absolutely some like
That's why the little
Weird
Roombas kept
poison.
shouting that they're going to the
Yeah.
void. The void will be here soon.
I was gonna say if we spend too much time
yeah,
talking to Kyle, we
there's
actually get
something
bad.
really bad in the void, and it felt super wrong. And
Yeah, let's
I don't
go.
think we
Yes,
should be
we'll go.
here.
Well, I had a nap. I'm gonna take this
Wait.
Kratoq, and he points the real Kratoq. I'll take that one with me, and I'll take Kyle.
Oh, just for the flight, guys, not long term.
Wait, which? Oh, there's two of you.
Yeah, you can drop off those two, and then we can keep going.
Which?
Yeah, but
Which
I'm the
Kratoq?
co-pilot. I'm the co-pilot, the one you came with. Hey, you're taking the other one home, though.
Oh. Okay. Let's go.
Twilio, wait, your We are friends of your sister Twilia. She, not exactly highly. She spoke of you.
I haven't spoken to Twilly in some time, and she last I saw her, she said, "I'm disappointed in you, and I always looked up to you. I thought you would amount to more." She was crying. I was crying. It was a big thing. I shouldn't have done what I did, but it's cool that she talked about me. It sounds like there's a bridge there.
She said you were a brilliant machinist, and clearly, and I gestured to the airplane that's held together with like duct tape.
I regret my
Clearly, she
actions.
spoke true.
What did you do?
Oh,
I built something that should never have been constructed. Anyways, let's tell you.
Oh, fuck machine, I got it.
They said they were going to live forever. They died that night.
Oh my god!
Kratoqs,
Forbidden technology.
Kratoqs sits down in the seat beside Twilio and pops open an old bottle of scotch.
Ooh, this scotch wakes me up.
Some fuel for the ride. Feel free to have a little if you want to, fellow randos.
wait. So
Yes.
So the randos will take the bomber, and they'll have to fly it. And then and Twilio will be taking Kratokenspiel and Kyle away. So you all are left to your own devices to fly us, but we're certified.
Yeah, I'm forklift certified. I'm not airplane certified.
Listen,
I'm
in the
TK
future,
TK could help out with this.
in the
Yeah, TK can
future,
help.
you make it to a point, right? And I can't imagine like we get to a point in the future where we're like, let's make everything even harder to do. They're gonna have easy touchscreen of how to fly these ships because
Okay, straight up. I used to work on the F-22A Raptor, right? One of the most advanced fighter aircrafts on the planet. Yeah, no, that thing absolutely had a fucking touch screen in it that had step-by-step directions for how to take off.
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
you got all that. You have like probably a VI in the ship that does like 80% of the ship work.
Yeah, no, I
Man.
shit you not. I could have flown that fucking
Man,
thing.
they're idiot-proofing everything now, huh?
Oh,
I mean, I
Have
would
you
have
seen the
absolutely
human
crashed.
species like where?
Getting into the air is the easy part. It's getting back down that's
Oh
hard.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I do say to make this more believable, Kratok, not Kratokenspiel. You should give the medal, the medallion to Kratokenspiel to take back. And
Oh,
also, and I dig in my bag, and I pull out like the most rumpled hat box, and I was like, Twillia wanted me to give you this. She was leaving town, and it's like the beautiful green hat that she had picked out, and I give that to Kratokenspiel.
Yeah, you make a good point, Glyph. Here you go, myself. And Kratok hands over the medal to Kratokenspiel too.
TK takes a big swig of the scotch and then holds Darkblade up to her pinky. Is just like, do you want a finger as proof that we're dead?
Yes.
I only gave you 30 HP. Please be careful.
Give me a finger.
I reach over with an arm.
TK
That's
flips
what
it.
All of us.
Yeah, I reach over. I don't give anyone my finger. I think I've lost
too
enough
many.
body parts this arc. I go over and I hug other Kratok, and I go, "I'm really sorry I slapped you. It's been a lot. Thank you."
That's fine. I'm honestly surprised it didn't happen earlier with the puns.
Oh no, those are. I'll tell you a secret, and you can't tell other Kratok. I actually really enjoy the puns.
Yes. That's the best news I've heard all year, Weary.
Yeah, and I turn around confident that secret will die in a year.
Yeah,
Less now.
I think we all hug and shake hands with Kratokenspiel, And Glyph tried like the most gentle hug because I know he weighs like 40 pounds and has hollow bones. Just a very
Glass
gentle
bones
hug.
and paper skin.
Well, it feels weird to say goodbye, but thanks for all the memories and adventures, everyone. And reach out if you think I can make something easier for you, although I might be in jail. I don't know.
If you're in jail, we'll come and we'll raise the whole city to the ground.
Don't do that, TK. I appreciate the sentiment, but don't destroy the city.
Just tell them. Remember what happened the last time somebody was in a jail and we didn't want them in the jail.
It's threatening, but
That's
it'll
the
be
point.
okay. My time's limited anyways, you know?
It's the principle. TK says this as she's given Kratoqs spiel a hug. It's the principle.
I'll let them know that you're the mightiest of them all, TK.
Hell yeah.
We blew ourselves up again. The story.
There's time yet.
Oh, wait, says normal Kratoq. Twilio, you need to take these. And he hands Twilio an extremely large stack of envelopes with a rubber band around them.
He looks very serious when he gets these, and he
Cash
looks
money.
at you and he nods.
Oh.
I'll make sure these will see their recipients in due time.
You know the drill, Twilio. Thanks for everything.
Thank you for the chance to go back home. I'm gonna get help for my serious drinking issues, and hoping to really turn a new leaf.
Kratoq just pats Twilio on the head. I believe in you.
So, go ahead.
No, I'm just reading the chat.
So the like plane starts up and like it's slowly spinning. There's like sparks and everything. So much exhaust is coming out of this thing. Right, well, if you ever want to be in jail in Plumeria, just come say hi. And he takes his little garbage plane that he came here with as it starts sparking and going, and Kyle's coughing, and other Kratoq is like pouring a drink, and then it just takes off out into the sky. And as you're looking out at the sky is looking strange. It's almost looking like it's disappearing. Like there's a lot of just emptiness everywhere, and the sky is shrinking.
All right.
We should make our exit.
Yep, I got seated. I can now move my arms and mostly my
Come
legs.
along, Alora, buckle up.
Yep.
Kate hops in the.
Alora's
hops
been
in the
ready.
car.
Alora's been there.
Alora's just like, good God, give me leaves.
All right.
Pop it on headset. And before I roll some switches, I'm gonna roll to see if I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, you and Weary are the pilots of this.
Oh well, I just rolled a nat 20, so I'm
hell
really
yeah.
good. Yeah, TK hops in and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's easy." And she's flipping switches and everything.
Sure.
It's the scotch, I tell you.
I follow
It
along
wakes you up.
and help move us out of here.
So this bomber that actually has its landing gear properly out, it's like slow, but like there's a large enough area that you're turning it around, and it's also making some just a little bit of rough noises. At one point you thought you heard screaming from one of the engines, but put that out of your mind. As it begins going, it lifts into the air. As you are looking out the windows and you're watching, the void is closing in around this castle. You're going and going, and like as the sky is shrinking, and this bomber makes it out, and you watch as behind you there's almost like a large popping sound. All of your ears pop. That sucked. But the bomber is now moving very confidently through the air, and you look back and there's no castle there anymore. It's probably the middle of the day. It's bright and sunny out. and your ship is moving. And so you see that there's like a little GPS thing you got on there, because they don't really have maps of this area, as everything would just be incredibly outdated anyways. But you have like basic scanners that are showing like where you're going to be going. So you're setting things up. TK, you got a natural 20, so there's really no problem with this.
Heck
You're just setting all this up, and Weary's watching what you're doing.
Just
in
like,
case.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems to be working.
Wow, maybe you should have gotten power loader certified.
I don't know. Maybe I am.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could have just been power loader certified the whole time.
Well, I mean, I did just roll an 18 on that puppy.
Heck
So,
yeah!
Yeah, I'm probably power
I
loader
don't even have to
certified.
roll. I don't have to roll a dice at all. TK is just breaking through all the barriers.
I'm just watching
I
the
think
clouds.
you know how to operate a power loader.
Yeah,
TK is surprisingly employable.
She's like the most employable. She's good at everything.
yeah.
And she's
Perfect
would be awful at customer service.
Oh, yeah, no,
awful
just
at customer
terrible.
service. She has
Can't
no
do
people
TK
skills.
is back of the house employee
Yeah.
for sure.
So I have my bag full of hearts and bits and gore,
Mhm.
and I like to think, actually, I like to think when we got back, there was actually like a bottle of wine that had rolled out of the other airplane from
It says like
Julio's
not
collection.
ready yet, and it has like a date
Yeah.
on it. And...
Yeah, so I've got that. I picked that up, but I have the bag, and I'm like, so I do have a plan. It has
Oh.
a couple of steps, but I think we need to find somewhere safe where we can rest, and then I will explain.
Sure.
Is it the party?
Yes, part of it is a party.
Nice.
I thought the world was ending. We have time for a party?
Oh, we will.
Oh, okay. That I like the energy you're bringing to the space right now.
That was a little threatening.
Yeah,
The
no,
world is probably like a party in and of itself, just not a happy one.
The
Okay,
end of
but-
the world is probably in like a week. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like on the same page though. They're going to use the mask to do that ritual thing. Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm surprised you all weren't mad at me for what I did.
Oh,
I'm being honest, I was kind of worried about meeting up back with all of you, and y'all seemed
Everything
okay.
we do is so morally gray at this point. None of us can keep track. It's
Yeah,
okay.
this is honestly like pretty small potatoes in terms of our scale of like how much we've all individually fucked up. So
Okay,
you did
well.
great, honestly. Like you're still top of the charts when it comes to my made-up morality scale in my brain.
yes. It was
Well-
highly unethical, but
Yeah,
on one sense,
go ahead.
you added life to the equation
Yeah.
rather than
We keep
remove
taking
some.
it away.
That's
Yeah,
so.
well,
I technically have a child, kind of.
yeah, if you produce a child, it does add life and eventually take it away because every child except for Kyle dies.
And then Bradley's just gonna be like, like
Yeah,
in my head,
you're
like,
just
I forgot
giggling.
you were there.
Oh, I know.
You, Laura, you're looking at that like living ship, and there is like a tendril of it that's reaching out to you.
Plant-based ships.
Everything is meat.
Me,
The most powerful form of technology in Lock Realta is meat.
Just, Bradley, I swear to God, is this you? And I'll just like,
It could be.
Aw.
It could be.
Does Bradley come out of the wall?
how are
And
you
Bradley's
two-
still in Alora's.
He's still
I'm
in my
the
head.
walls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's in the walls.
He's in the walls. That's a bigger nightmare than Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
And TK's gonna try and drive with my child in the wall.
Oh, God.
I could become a plane.
No, you'll just have to settle for writing in one, sweetie. But what is this tentacle thing? What are you doing?
It's just a chance to merge with another organic being, and I'll take it over because I'm way more powerful, and I'll consume it, and then I will become.
A plane?
Why not? I want it. Give me the plane.
do it.
Okay,
do it,
so hear me out.
do it.
If we do this, I
Wait.
know in my heart Lucas is going to make him look like JJ the airplane. Or JJ the jet plane.
This is a bomber, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Does it have weapons on it?
Yeah, Bradley B. the bomber.
Is it armed?
Help us.
No, like the
You really want to
I
trust
really have
Bradley
to push this
Cabal?
forward.
Yeah.
This is a very like trashed ship that has not been taken care of for centuries. It is a miracle that it is flying.
Yeah,
But-
it feels irresponsible
I'm
for
not
Bradley
doing
to
Not the
embody
point.
this.
Like,
I'm
just,
a
like even if it has
responsible parent.
busted ass bombs on it, I'm curious.
There you
Oh.
don't find any bombs on it now.
Okay.
I
In
can't
that
trust
case,
you all
I
with
don't
explosives.
mind as
I can-
much
No,
as Bradley
right?
because of the
Yeah.
airplane.
I can't
The
give you
art Team
explosives.
Rocket at this point.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
The moment
let's
you'd
go.
find when you're like, "What's this?" You just punch it and just blow up the
Yeah.
plane.
I heard you punch it.
And
There's
Glyph's kind of
the
sitting
game.
there hearing this conversation, and Glyph's like, I be an airplane?
Well, you can't hear Bradley. Bradley's only in my head.
I'm hearing your half of
Yeah,
it saying,
I'm
no,
talking to
yeah.
myself.
can't be an airplane.
You got a little angel TK on your shoulder and just goes, Glyph, you can be whatever you want. Also delete the file, forget the past.
And Laura's like, look, sweetie, look out the window. Look at the pretty clouds. Ignore the tentacle on the wall. Come on. Pay attention to the clouds. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds.
they're looking out.
We'll find you a new body soon. Trust me. One way or another.
So you're flying through the sky, looking down at the continent, the northern tendril. So you're flying over North Harbor, these snowy lands, and you see there's this ominous looking storm, and this storm must be gigantic. Now, to give a little more insight on the world, the whole area of Loch Raelta, you have like the three tendrils, you have like the central isles, but about half the planet is covered in a maelstrom. Just nobody ever really goes near it, because why in God's name would you go near a giant storm that would just rip you to shreds? So everyone just kind of ignores it. But above, like the direction you're going, it almost looks like it's emulating that storm wall. And it's just like slowly siphoning down these clouds in the far distance. And that's where we're going to leave it. You did it! You escaped the ship and got rid of Kyle!
Yay!
Yay!
That was harder than the boss fight.
That was so difficult.
Y'all go ahead and level up.
Oh my god!
Yay!
Yeah.
Level
We're
10!
level 10.
All right,
Wow.
that's perfect level to go.
That
go.
is that's a
kill
perfect
God.
Yeah.
level. Yeah.
Your MP's restored, your HP's restored.
I've
Yay.
achieved my perfect form.
This is not even. Oh, I get a new infusion. That's exciting.
It's the perfect time for
I get
it.
2 new infusions. Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
You've destroyed 3 out of 5 mass. You're
Yeah.
on your way up.
Maybe a repulsion.
And next time, I get to explain the plan.
The plan.
I am curious about the plan.
You should be.
I'm very this ending of this campaign I've been sitting on for 2 years. Michelle's like messaging me, "Is it this session yet?" And I'm like, "Soon."
Soon.
Well, thank you everyone for coming on by for another wonderful episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. We are on track on my little trackometer for how the story is progressing. I looked at all the story points. I'm like, okay, these are the kind of plot points I have to hit, and this is how long they'll take them. Then I doubled them, and we are on track for those ones. I figured it would take about a session to get off of the castle and like just discuss things. So, yeah. So if we all want to go around the table, anything we want to promote, anywhere we can find you, anything like that, I've been your GM for the evening. You can find me. I run the Ballad of the Seven Dice Twitter, which I am trying not to be on Twitter as much because it's just getting sad and terrible. Yeah, so we also have lots of stuff like all the social medias. We have YouTube going strong. I've discovered YouTube Shorts, so I've just been uploading clips to that thing, which has been very interesting to see how that goes. We also got TikTok. If you enjoy just entering all of your time into that little screen, and then you look around and you don't know how 3 hours have passed, and the algorithm knows more about you than you know about yourself. So all sorts of things. Also, we have another campaign, Escaping Carcosa. We just had our 8th episode out. That is all up on YouTube, as well as any podcast apps that you do so, please. On YouTube, we have like a visual novel-esque sort of style for the episodes. Character art, move around when they're talking, that kind of stuff, change in the backgrounds, and sometimes some cool visual effects that I have fun with. So check that out. I put a lot of time into it. Very proud of it, and it seems to be doing decent. So if you want another show to listen to, Escaping Carcosa. Fantastic. We have a trailer on YouTube, so right when you click onto our channel, the trailer, I'm pretty sure, starts playing. It's like you're entering a MySpace page. What a world we live in. So yeah, check that out. What have I been listening to lately? Oh, actually, I do have one. So we've talked about them a few times. I just have such a good time every time I'm listening to it. Go check out Audiomorphs. It's such a good time. Oh man, they're in this, like, they're in the winter book right now. I'm pretty sure they just wrapped it up. The one where they become polar bears and stuff. Check it out, Audiomorphs. They go through all the Animorph books. They record it in like 20-minute bursts, usually like 3 chapters at a time. And it's an absolute delight going through these horrific body horror fueled books and teen warfare. That I delighted as a child, and I really missed a lot of the nuanced stuff that those writers put in. So it's fun going through it as an adult. Yeah, that is my recommendation. I'll pass it over to Ian.
Oh goodness, it's my turn. Let's see. What media have I consumed? I started a new job on Friday, so I've been busy. I regret to inform my family and friends I have started One Piece. I'm taking it slow. I'm at like maybe 5% of the way through, which is really funny because that's 50 chapters, give or take. So I'll get there very slowly. I'm under no obligation to like finish it all in one burst, so I might get to an arc and stop and start. But I am reading One Piece now. It's okay so far. I'm constantly reminded by friend of the show Xander that this did come out in the 90s. So when I see something and go, oh my god, this thing is like cribbing off of this thing, Xander goes, no, actually it's One Piece all the way down. And One Piece actually predates that, which is fun. I've been enjoying that. I've been discussing that. But yeah, read things that you're excited about. If you're looking for a horror recommendation, I recommend the comic Something is Killing the Children, where, spoiler, something is indeed killing the children, and it is pretty bad, pretty spooky. And there's like a secret society of monster hunters that have to stop it. And they're also pretty bad and pretty spooky. It's a really fun read. I've gotten to the first major story arc, which is volumes 1 through 3. And I'm going to pick up more because it's really good. And then eventually I'm going to reread all of Monstrous all the way up to volume 7. Monstrous is also a really good comic. I recommend looking it up. It's very dark fantasy, very gay, very animal people, if you're like cool with that. Yeah, those are a lot of fun. I'm rereading all of Monsters because I picked up volume 6 and I was like, I don't remember what's happening. They were on hiatus, so I'm just starting it over from the beginning. So I'm reading a lot of comics. That's what you can find. And you can find me on Twitter at Ian_Caliente. That's Ian_ the Spanish word for hot.
I just caught up this holiday season on One Piece. I've watched 1,046 episodes, and I've been watching this show for 15 years.
You've been watching it?
I've been watching One Piece for 15 years of my life, and it has had such a weird cultural impact on me. It's strange.
Oh my god, I can't watch it. I have to read it.
You got... All right, this is an offline discussion.
Yeah, no,
Meg.
we'll talk.
Don't get him started.
Don't even get me
This
started.
is how we started talking about Lancer before the show.
That's a cool sci-fi mech system if you want to play mech combat in your
Nerd.
TTRPGs.
Anyway, hi, I'm Meg. I'm Narnia's Pants on Twitter. I'm a music educator in this hellscape of Texas. If you want to support me, you can through my Ko-fi, where I can buy things for my students like food and health needs. I work at a Title I school, which is government for poor as shit and underfunded and underrepresented community. All of my kids are brown and struggling. So as we head towards spring, and technically it's Texas, so our winter is going until about March. I could greatly appreciate the help. to kind of keep my kids going because it's been rough with a lot of them lately. We started back on Monday, and the stories I've heard have not been great. Besides that, my recommendation is to come watch me play a cute little raccoon tomorrow over at the Hype Goblins channel at 6 p.m. Central, I think. Follow me on Twitter. You'll find all of my stuff there because I retweet the stuff there. I'm also going to recommend that if you like Stardew Valley, to check out Littlewood. It is on Steam. It is very, very cute, and it's a little more town buildy than Stardew is. It's less reliant on farming, honestly, because you use the farming to make food and stuff for your villagers, and it's fun. But it's very Stardew kind of vibes of just that 8-bit RPG sort of wander through, create your town. You're basically a hero who went up against a dark wizard, and now you have amnesia and don't know shit. And so you're playing through. There's a lot more storyline to it, and I'm loving it. The little dark wizard guy is very cute. And it's a weirdly queer-friendly game because you get the vibe of like, oh, I'm supposed to be dating this chick when you meet her. And of course I didn't do that because I was like, but the cute little himbo. It's a fun game. Go do that one. Beyond that, take care of yourselves, drink your water, take your meds, eat something if you haven't already.
Something I have to do. I'm Jess.
Yeah, I'm Jess. I'm art_fantastical on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Neon Pastiche on the Tumblrs. Media. Yeah, I don't know. Go outside, get some sunlight if you can. Sorry, Jason, I know that's usually
That's not media.
Healthy. I don't media.
The sun
I was
is your
rereading. Speaking of 90s, these are more like very early 2000s. I was rereading the comic book series Wet Moon by Sophie Campbell. Because they're amazing and they're about crusty queer art school kids just kind of bumming around a town and like nothing happens and it's great. And they really hold up and they're very good. And if you just want like a chill, weird, maybe it's a horror comic, who knows? But they're very, very good. And that's Wet Moon by Sophie Campbell. And yeah, check them out.
My fiance was aggressively head shaking over here. So you've got two people voting for that one.
Has good taste.
Hey.
Eve.
Well, you can find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is Lawless as in crimes, Vic as in victory. Don't really do much to recommend. I just rewatched Lasagna Cat on YouTube. It's hard to explain. It's essentially people acting out comic strips from Garfield, followed by something like a short music video thing based on that comic strip.
Oh, it's so good.
And you're going to be tempted. When you look it up, you're going to be tempted to watch the hour and 10-minute long 07/27/1978. Don't start with that. And you're also going to be tempted by the 4-hour and 40-minute long sex survey results. don't start with those.
There's a watch
you
order
need to
for
be
this.
primed for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like it's from experience. Eve, did you do the 4-hour sex survey?
Oh, I watched the 4-hour and 40-minute long sex survey results.
You want to know the results?
Which is 4 hours and 30 minutes of the same joke over and over and over again.
Unhinged.
And it's great, followed by a surprise that
Really
I cannot
excited.
describe.
I'm really excited for the
I
Lasagna
straight
Cat
up,
representation.
I cannot describe what occurs in the last 10 minutes. It would ruin it.
You only need 10
It is
minutes.
buck wild.
I'm
It
really
is
glad.
fucking crazy shit. It is so good. It is genuinely like one of like the best few minutes of internet content I've seen. Although will warn you, it does feature full frontal nudity, but it is not sexy at all. And the 1 hour and 10-minute one is just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's so fucking dumb. It is so good.
Lasagna Cat is both impossible to sell and also fantastic to sell to other people.
Oh,
Like,
it's
come
so
on.
great.
You gotta, but also I can't tell you anything.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so fucking stupid. I love it. So yeah, go watch Lasagna Cat. Most of them are only like a couple minutes long, so you can get through most of the content.
except for the 4 hour one and the 1 hour one. Yeah, you can get through most of it in like an afternoon.
Yeah. There's not a ton of them. Pretty much it was first released like 14 years ago. They just dumped all of theirs on one, like a whole bunch of them on one day, and then 5 years ago, they dumped all of them on another day.
There we go.
That's it. That's all the Lasagna Cat.
All right. Jason, you got to follow that up.
Okay, I have to preface this with two things now. One, we're going in a really different direction for me. Like, it's worlds apart. Two, I'm reading a script because I can't do off the cuff shit unless I'm under the influence. Anyways, does maple syrup run through your veins? Was hockey one of your first 5 words? Are you from the true north, strong and free? Do you like getting deals on things? If so, consider joining my shiny new deals Discord and Twitter. I'm posting the links in the chat. Send me requests. I'll track them for you. You get a good deal. Save a few bucks in these trying times.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, that's nice.
That's nice.
I like that.
But I'm in Texas land. We're
Yeah,
not
oh wait,
in
I don't live in
Canada.
Canada. This
Yeah.
is useless to me.
One day I can
Barbecue
probably
sauce
support
and
America.
tacos running through my
One
veins.
day
I'm
we
not-
will all live in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that cold. You'll be all right. All right, everyone.
Well, the way the world's going, it won't be that cold.
It's been a really
come on.
mild winter. We've only had
That'd
like
be
2
great.
weeks of minus 30.
Lucas,
to 40.
don't
That'd be
jinx
great.
it. I'm digging the decent roads right now.
Yeah, it's fine. I have to walk the dog, so it's not that bad. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us. We are professionals at Twitch, of course, so we're going to do a quick raid. We're going to hit Waffles Maple Syrup.
Yeah.
Friends of the show, see what they're all up to. But thank you all for coming on by. We're getting closer and closer to the finale of Rise, so let's see what these randos do and how they surprise me with the final boss battle. But we'll see who surprises who. All right, until next time,
We're just gonna go to
everyone.
Denny's.
Yeah, you're just gonna
and
avoid
not fight the final boss.
All right, everyone, we're off to raid. I clicked the raid button twice,
Ooh.
so it said there may be mature language as you go there. I know
Oh,
you come to
no,
us for
and
our
what
family-friendly content.
What? Yeah, what will they do?
right.
They can't handle that. These little dumb shits.
Bye now, everyone.
We love our audience.
Bye.